Hi, welcome back to Life on the Fringe. Today, as you might have guessed by my outfit, we are going a little bit north for our recipe today. We're all the way up to Canada. We are going to make some poutine. Although I first had poutine in Vermont and then I've since had it in New Hampshire. But I have had it in Montreal. So I thought, today's the perfect day to bust out my Canadian tux. Yeah? Okay, so we're going to be following a Binging with Babish Poutine tutorial. As before, we're going to be watching the video as our primary source of reference. And as a secondary source of reference, we'll be using his recipe link he has it in the description of his video. So with that, let's just cut to it. Essentially, there are two first steps, and I'm not sure which we start first. We need to get the vegetable oil up to 350 degrees. I've got you out the vegetable oil. I'm staying out of the frying process. I am terrified of hot oil as a whole. So that's on you.
350 degrees?
Yes.
Okay.
So you'll need to get your little...
Yeah. Yep.
So I got you.
Yep.
My first step is going to be cutting the potatoes. So he says cut them into a French fry shape. So he cuts them in half. I guess this way.
You might want to wash the potatoes first.
He didn't wash the potatoes.
Well, you get them... He probably already did that behind camera. So, they're dirty. You wash them, and I'll get the oil going.
Fine. Okay, I've sliced the potatoes in half. And now we are leaving the skins on for a more rustic look, because poutine is rustic. I'm going to cut this in half again.
Yeah, those are big potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's better. Before, when you'd cut it uneven, so this side ended up being flatter than the front side. But now you're going to get some... Oh, and cut it in half first. Yeah. And then real thin.
It's like having a backseat driver.
Let them sit. Turn off the water. You see how the water is changing color? It's turning more opaque. That's the starch.
How is it going to not remain opaque if there's nowhere for the water to go?
You let it sit, then you dump it, and then you replace the water.
Why couldn't this have been achieved through strainer?
Because you can't see the color of the running water past it.
I think this is all a myth.
It's working. How can it be a myth? Here, now you can empty it and refill.
And do I empty it into a strainer?
No, just dump the water out.
Okay. No potatoes gonna go out, I'm sure.
We have so many, we're not going to be able to cook all of these. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Only the strong make it to the last dump.
The last dump. Oh.
Two more gone.
Oh, got the whole thing. Weak fries. Small fries. That's fine. We can... Oh.
I still think that's enough fries.
A lot of fries.
Say goodbye to the fry graveyard.
Bye-bye, fries.
Okay. So now we dry these on lint-free fabric.
This is a curtain. I just want to make sure that it's not... Yeah, it looks pretty good. No lint.
So that's what we're going with?
That's what we're going with.
What is the weirdest thing you've tried food in? Because this might be my number one.
I don't think I've ever really dried food.
That's a good point.
Just like Grandmama used to do.
You know what? Waste not, want not. I'm not buying lint-free fabric for this.
It looks pretty good.
Good thing we got those new curtains recently.
Putting the old curtains to use. Who the heck buys lint-free fabric? Like, ugh.
For cooking. For the few times you want to put you want to make your own fries. But I'm saying, like, if these don't turn out, I think we should just get some midnight Wendy's fries and see if we can do, because it's cheaper than this. We can get cheap fries from Wendy's, you know what I mean?
It's true.
And this takes literally, we have to freeze these for 4 hours. It's 5 p.m. These literally is going to be a midnight snack. These are a little wet. Alright, why don't you start with that?
Okay.
Yes. Can't help.
It's gonna make a great thumbnail.
That's not a thumbnail. Me and my yawn face.
We're at 350, baby!
Alright, so you have them. Okay, now, until they turn a light brown instead.
Okay.
And get them rolling.
I don't think those are done yet.
So that's how long do they take for?
He said until they become like a tawny color. Because we all know what color tawny is.
Light brown.
How the heck am I going to fish these out? I think, yeah, some of these fries look pretty good.
So we're just gonna go with it.
We're also just slightly impatient. I want to get one of the scoopers that he has. That's a nice scooper.
Yeah? When we make this recipe again?
Oh, God. Okay, hold on. They smell great. They smell like French fries.
Okay, next one. Okay, we're not gonna film like making all these potatoes, so we'll catch up with you after these are fried. Okay, so then you just cool these down to room temperature before throwing them in the freezer. So you place them in the freezer, he says, for 4 hours. So we'll cut back to you when we start making the stock, which we haven't decided if we're doing now or if we're doing later. But you'll know when you watch this video.
In the past, I've shown how to make rich, dark, deeply flavored stocks entirely from scratch, but what if you want poutine now? Well, in that case, you can simply use some aromatics and fresh herbs to amp up some store-bought stock.
What if you want poutine now? Excuse? You just told me to put fries in the freezer for 4 hours, sir. What does now mean to you? Could you imagine? Okay, pretend I'm at a restaurant. Ignore the curtain that we had to use to dry the potatoes.
Which took its own amount of time.
Okay, so I'm sitting and I'm like, hello, can I have some poutine, please?
Yeah.
Great. And then I have to sit here for my poutine now for 4 hours because I want it now.
Yeah, I like that his like time-saving step is that you just buy Store-bought stock.
It's not even like he just leaves it alone either. Like, we were rewatching this video. I didn't even hear the line the first time I watched the video through.
Yeah.
We were rewatching to see if we should cook the stock now while we're more awake, you know, and less likely to screw up, or if we should wait 4 hours to, like, make it then. Like, not 4 hours, but like 2.5 hours to prepare the stock and then turn it into a gravy. So we were looking for instructions on that. But like, prepare the stock. I have to cut ginger into a 2-inch slice. I have to half a shallot, a head of carrots, a whole onion, and another carrot. I don't even know if I said, and then parsley and thyme to the stock. In my house, that's called homemade, you know? And this sort of homemade stock. The quick step. You have 4 hours. Why not use the 4 hours if you're going to go that far into making homemade stock?
You know what this is? This is the ab ripper complex applied to cooking. It's like, you guys can take the easy route of using store-bought stock, or you can do what I am going to do and kill a chicken, drain it of its blood.
I'm going out to my farm. Freshest of meats. I'm buying this very rare stack of braised ribs. You won't be able to find at your store. You'll probably find them cut like this.
You'll have to cut the silver skin off if you got it from the butcher.
Right, right. But it's cooler if you do it the long, hard way. 4 hours for fries. You know what I could get for $4? And in 2 minutes?
Fries.
Fries.
Large fries.
Unbelievable. But anyhow, it's time to put our room temperature fries into the fridge. Or the freezer, rather. Yes, they're resting on top of Eggo My Eggo waffles, okay? It's fine. Okay.
Gravy time!
Gravy time! Okay, so we only have this oil left. He says glug. Glug?
Glug.
Can't believe I used my nice oil for this. Alright, then, it smells so good. Alright, whatever. Then we don't have a full carrot. Also, we don't have a full thing of stock. We're not prepared. I promise you, I did try to be prepared for this.
This thyme doesn't look great, but whatever. It's a spice. It's an herb, doesn't it?
It's fine. So we have a half, I guess, of this.
No, no, no. What are you doing? We brown it first.
Oh yeah, we brown the vegetables. Right. Good call. Good call. It's a good thing we didn't do this later. Am I right? Okay, so anyhow, carrots. So we don't have like a big carrot. This is open. I didn't know it was open. Okay. So we've decided that half of a large carrot in baby carrots would be about 5 carrots.
8 carrots.
8 was for the full carrot.
10 carrots.
Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, fine, I'll do 8. 6, 7, 8. I like carrots. Alright, we'll go with that. 8 carrots for a half of a large carrot. Then we do a half of a large onion, but we're halving that. So I would say this is about the size of half of a large onion. What do you say?
Sure,
So
so
we
do
do
half
of
that.
this?
Yeah.
I don't know that this is very good.
That's okay. It's going into a stock.
You think we only need this much?
Let's do both of them. Doesn't hurt.
Oh, large chunks, he said, right?
Yeah.
So I just need to leave that alone. Sorry, I'm used to making soup. Are we supposed to be heating this oil?
Usually you preheat before you start just throwing it in there. You're so used to soup.
Alright, should I preheat now?
Start heating, yeah.
Okay. On what?
Medium.
Okay. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just stock. You know these all get strained and wasted anyway. I've already freaking bought them though, so... So we only need an inch of this then. Right?
Sure.
Isn't that if we're halving it?
Yeah.
It smells so weird. Alright, is this an inch? Like
Oh,
here?
yeah, it smells really refreshing.
Yeah, it smells like soap. Like hand soap at your grandma's house. That's what it smells like. Alright. Is this like good?
Yeah, that's good.
I think this is the first time I've ever used a shallot as well, if you're interested.
Ah, hey. What do you think?
Oh, it has the same effect on your nose as an onion.
Mm-hmm. It's a crossbreed between a garlic and an onion.
Because people were too tired of using 2 vegetables for something you could do with 1.
And we're using all 3 in this
Right, so it
recipe.
doesn't even freaking matter. Now
Well,
he says a head of garlic. Would that be the whole thing of
That's
this?
the whole dang thing.
And we're using not that. 'Cause
Right.
That would make my stomach very upset. Oh god, it's cloves again. Alright, how many cloves do you think we need?
5.
I don't think I learned how to do this last time. All in here. They're doing their thing. Just waiting for them to brown. Yeah, add the stock.
Sure.
Okay. I didn't like it. I'm afraid.
Just water.
Okay. Scary. Is this a bunch of parsley?
Yeah.
So half of this is what he was using.
Right.
So we need a fourth of this.
Yes.
Divide in half, and then divide in half and get like this much.
That looks pretty good, yeah.
Okay. Glad we're getting more use out of this. Oh, these do look sad.
There's some good ones in there.
They're like wet.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what we're going with. Can I throw these away?
Yes.
Parsley at a time. Get this guy up to a simmer and then cook for 1 hour before straining. This tip works great for amping up any store-bought stock, and in this case it's going to help us make a gravy that tastes much more homemade. Back into our large.
Alright, you heard the man.
1 hour of simmer.
Simmer. The only thing keeping me positive through this is that the short ribs turned out amazing.
True.
So
The end result could be really good.
The end result could be worth all of this frustration and angst. And I hope that Babish doesn't, you know, I don't want to start beef with Babish, you know. Obviously he knows more about what he's doing than I do. Okay, so we've let it simmer for an hour. We've turned off the heat, so it's no longer simmering.
That's ready to be strained.
But it's ready to be strained. So let's put on our Christmas mitts. display this thing. Look at these. I am so festive. This one's backwards, but you know, it's okay. Hold on. Okay, so this is what we have left, which is a cup. I think he has more than a cup
Okay.
left from his stuff. But we have the recipe, so that makes sense why we have less. Okay, so now we can start making the gravy, which we are making in this.
Yeah.
So, also look at our cute Santa thing. So ready for the holidays. Okay, so now we add some amount of butter. You want to go check how much butter?
Okay. 3 tablespoons of butter and 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour.
Okay. There's a little bit more. But I think we can still go 1, 2, 3. Right, just cut it a little short. We'll have a little extra.
Okay.
See, I cut it short. So that's basically 3, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That's a lot of butter. Okay, there's the butter. It's not a healthy late night snack. We knew it wasn't. Let's get it started in here.
That's sugar. Butter is melted.
Don't pour sugar on me. Only flour. Don't pour sugar on me. Only flour. Not gonna join it?
I have nothing to add to such perfection.
2, 3. And now we're supposed to whisk, but this is a it'll scratch.
We don't have
rubber
a
whisk.
we don't have rubber
So we're
whisk.
just gonna use this. Hope for the best.
You really want to knock out those clumps.
I'm
Just saying. Just saying. I'm not saying that you
telling
won't.
the viewer, or are you telling me?
I'm telling everybody. I want the world to know.
Oh, you want to know something funny?
What?
So you know how in one of our cooking recipes, I'll link it here because I can't remember what it is. I said that I was Ratatouille,
Yeah.
but Ratatouille is the food.
Yeah.
Anyhow, look what's on these bananas.
Oh my God.
It's the chef that the
It's Ratatouille himself.
No. Let me know when it's good.
I'm gonna go check what his colors is.
About 1 minute until a light blonde roux is formed.
Oh, you're good.
We are going to slowly
Good?
stream our salad.
Yeah.
So now we slowly add the stock.
Yeah.
Alright, you get it. Alright, you get it. Fine, I miss.
It's teamwork. Slowly add in the stuff.
Oh, I don't like my part of this.
Keep stirring more vigorously.
I'm stirring very vigorously. I don't know how much more vigorously you want me to stir.
Like, get every little corner. You're missing the top.
Trying my freaking best. It's all going to shit. Alright, keep going. Oh, don't turn into a paste. Get out of there. Stop it.
It's kind of working itself out.
I'm getting worked out.
Alright, his looks like way more liquidy than ours.
Well, it reduces down to a thicker substance, so I say we're just ahead. Okay, you whisk. I'm gonna splash soy sauce. Right, he says soy sauce, a splash?
Yeah, splash.
Is that a splash?
Great splash.
And then Worcestershire sauce?
Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't just say Worcestershire.
Maybe he says too much.
W sauce? Makes it sound like a bad name. I can't open this. There. Just need a little more grit. Okay, just a little bit, or
Yeah, sure. A little splash. That's good.
this looks more like a gravy though that you'd see on poutine, from what
Yeah.
I have seen on poutine.
Right. It's not like sopping wet.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off, and then we pour it into there.
No, we just leave it in the saucepan and then we can heat it back up once the fries are done.
All right. Which is in how many hours?
Like another hour and a half.
I'll see you in 4 hours. Or no, wait, what'd you say?
Hour and a half.
Okay, so right now we are taking the fries out of the freezer.
Here they are
Bam.
in all their glory.
And we are throwing them into 400-degree oil. And I'm going to stay far back, and I'm going to suggest to Stan to take as many precautions as possible. Why don't you put on an oven mitt? Okay, thank you. It's kind of congealed because we made it in advance. So we've re-added water to it to get more of the right texture. But it's still not great.
I might try and continue to revive it.
These are our fries.
They're looking good. They're getting a little toasty.
Oh yeah. Very nice. You done what?
I'm done waiting. I'm gonna take them out.
Okay. They look pretty good. And then you're putting them onto a wire rack.
Yes.
Alright, the first batch of fries. Voila! Oh, they look so good. Okay, so Stan is going to finish up frying, and I'm going to take you over to the mozzarella rolling of this recipe. Making my mozzarella balls, Stan is frying up the rest of the French fries. How's it going over in French fries?
Good.
Cool. It's going okay over here with the cheese.
Great.
There's no rhyme or reason to my cheese cutting. I'm just cutting at the cheese. Connecting with my inner mouse.
Oh wow.
What?
These fries are really good.
You had a fry?
Oh, come on out.
Babe!
You gotta try what you eat. Here. I don't know if I'm on camera, but here. That's without salt.
That's a good fry. That's a really good fry.
Yeah.
That's gonna hold up to the poutine gravy.
Yeah.
I'm excited now. I was a little worried because the gravy kind of looks like refried beans, but
Oh no, I fixed it too.
you fixed the gravy?
Yeah, gravy looks good now.
Alright. I believe in you. Think I need more cheese curds in this?
Oh my gosh. Probably not. Just put as many as you want.
I'm just cutting cheese to make it feel like I'm being productive. Stan's over there doing the hard work, scary work. The final batch, baby. Toot,
We
toot.
make way too many.
Should I make more cheese curds then?
What are we gonna do with extra poutine? It doesn't keep overnight.
You better strap in and Man V food style it. I've seen you eat fries. In our vows, this is a little personal, but it's true. In our vows, I promised that I would always give Stan the last fry. And I meant it in like a good positive way, but not today. You get stuck with those fries. And I really shouldn't have, because we have to order separate fries, because he'll like just eat all the fries.
I do love
person.
fries, but this poutine was not my idea.
That's true. I like poutine. So we've transferred the first 2 batches of fries into here, and we are going to be seasoning, again with the word liberally, with salt. And I'm pretty excited to try the toss salt method,
Okay.
because that's what Babish does. We still don't have kosher salt, but we're gonna do the fancy toss method anyway. So I'm salting. That was a lot of salt for me. Okay, and then we just sort of toss it like so.
Maybe give it a left and right. Yeah, better.
Okay. Now for the assembly. Place the fries onto the bowl, or onto the plate, rather. Very nice. Looks lovely. I have some extra ones in case we don't like the gravy. Maybe I'll put a couple more into that.
No, what? Just use them. It's fine.
Here we go. So then we put the cheese curds on. And these aren't real cheese curds, just like Babish. We had to use mozzarella because...
But I swear, somewhere around here I saw cheese curds being sold, so... I'm sorry, all you Canadians and Vermontians and...
Hampshireans,
New Hampshireans.
Wisconsinans. I think it's Wisconsinites. Does that look good?
Looks great.
More? Less?
Good.
Okay. And now, the gravy. Help. Good?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. And now, cut to the taste test. And the Canadian Tux is back, baby. Look at that. Wow. Okay, let's try some poutine. Here we go. I want to know if this 5 hours was worth it. So I'm going to go for 1/2 in the fry. It's got cheese curd in it. Got the gravy. Oh, I lost the cheese curd. I could bring it back. Okay, full send. I need a second bite. Second bite. Reassess.
Do you need 40 more bites to reassess?
I want to hear your thoughts first. Take a good one from the pile of gravy.
The gravy is a little too soupy. Like soup tasting.
it doesn't taste like gravy.
Right.
There's too much vegetables.
Yeah.
It got too fancy.
I can taste the scallions. I can taste the carrot.
Which we didn't have, to be fair.
Yeah. I can taste browned vegetables pretty strong. I can't taste the meat.
I can't taste the meat at all. And we didn't use a whole thing of the stock, so maybe that's part of it. But if you have it without the cheese, it tastes like a soup. It's not bad,
Yeah. It's just not gravy.
but it's not gravy. And that could be our incompetence, totally. Because the last recipe with Babish was delicious.
Right. I wouldn't say this isn't not delicious, though. I am going to eat a lot of these.
I don't know if I'm gonna eat I'm probably gonna go for the bland fry.
Huh.
I think the fry by itself is better than the fry with the gravy and the cheese. I'll give it another go, but I disagree. Too fancy to be poutine, like the poutine that I've had.
Yeah.
It's not meaty enough. It's very vegetable heavy. But if you were a vegetarian or a vegan
And you did like vegetable stock instead?
and you did vegetable stock, I bet you this would be good poutine.
Yeah.
If you're like trying to avoid it, it would not be hard to make vegan.
Well, a place in Montreal had a lot of vegetarian options, and now I can understand why.
Yeah, because this is still, like you said, and it's still good. Like, I am going back in. If I didn't like it, as you saw with the chicken, I wouldn't be sitting here eating it. You know?
Yeah.
This is the type of poutine you would get at like a fancy restaurant.
Yeah,
And
I see that.
And I want like the bar food poutine. You know what I mean?
Right.
You've skied all day on the slopes. You've burned 1,000,000 calories. You've sweated so much, even though it's like -25 out. And then you come in and you get your hot, goopy, carb-heavy poutine. That's the poutine I was looking for, and that's not the poutine this is.
And then for the meal itself, I'd give it an 8. I probably won't make it again. It's a lot of work. But it's really good. I do like it.
I've heard making homemade fries is very hard. These are delicious fries.
Yeah.
These are the best homemade fries I've ever had. Fries, I'm giving a 9 out of 10. And the only reason I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 is I haven't tried Cook Food Goods 30-minute fry hack to know if that also works. But if that doesn't work, then this becomes a 10 out of 10. Because the time for me is worth it. Because you could like prepare these in the morning.
Right.
You know you have people coming over in the evening. And then the frying part 2 took like no time.
You're super fast, yeah.
So you make those and then you have game night and you have homemade French fries that are freaking phenomenal. Like, so I think that we probably will make the fries again. I could see us making them next weekend.
Yeah, the fries would be good.
Yeah. But I don't think I would make the poutine again because it's not the poutine that I was wanting. But I would give this as a whole like a 6.
Fair. I can see where you're coming from. It's too fancy.
If it's what you're looking for, I really think that if I had never had poutine before, I think I would like this better.
Right, but you have expectations.
But I have expectations of what poutine is meant to be, and to me, poutine is a bar food. Like an appetizer, or like a bar food, or whatever. A cheap, dirty dish. This is not a cheap, dirty dish. That said, I am gonna eat these fries. I'm gonna get some ketchup, and I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of these fries.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be great for the algorithm.
I'm gonna do it. I'll do this thing.
Okay, so if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, click subscribe. And if you have any other recipes that you think you'd like us to try, or if you have comments about what we did, go ahead and throw them down below. And of course, and yes, ring that bell for notifications so that we can really rock your feed. What, is that a weird way to put it?
I've stopped chewing, but I just want to let you do the outro.
And finally, most importantly, I'm wishing you all a wonderful day.
And you said we were making too many fries.
Well, they're good.
This is mostly just Stan. This is my fry pile that I have left for my ketchup.
Nobody knows what that was before.
It wasn't a lot. People saw what this was. I've eaten like 8 fries in the time that it has taken you to eat the whole plate of fries. This is why we get separate fries.
You're just jealous.
Of your speed? Your capacity?
Of how many fries I've gotten to eat.
No, that's true. Good night, all.